Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, we defeated the first boss of the game. This time, there are no subtitles here, so I will shut up.
File number 026643. The anti-Gnosis battle android, KOS-MOS, while undergoing startup and field testing on board the Federation cruiser Woglinde, awoke during a Gnosis attack on the fleet. She initiated autonomous mode, even though that mode was still sealed, and has been fully operational ever since. KOS-MOS is acting under her own volition. However, there are many unstable elements in her emotional program, and further improvements will be required. After the escape from the Woglinde, we were rescued by the Elsa, a Kukai Foundation cargo ship. We are presently descending into 2nd Miltia, in order to turn KOS-MOS over to Vector's 2nd R&D Division. Furthermore, while en route to Miltia, we took the 100 series observational Realian prototype, MOMO, into custody. During this time, we were pursued by the UTIC organization and an individual called Albedo. Albedo's tenacious attack brought about the appearance of the Song of Nephilim and Proto-Merkaba. KOS-MOS actions allowed us to overcome these crises. I believe this series of actions by KOS-MOS has been greatly influenced by her black box components left behind by the late Kevin Winnicott. This will likely become a major focus of our future research. Report author, Shion Izuki, Chief Engineer. KOS-MOS Development Project General Operations, Vector Industries, 1st R&D Division.
And yes, that is Shion's new voice. And those are some of the new character models and why Shion no longer has glasses. From what I've heard, this was due to the fact that they wanted to sex up the series. But Shion was sexy before, and KOS-MOS is still here, so I don't know why they would do it, but whatever.
Yeah, no kidding. For a while there, I was kind of worried. But somehow we made it back.
This is shortly after the
crazy
end of the
stuff
first
the
game.
Chief pulls always keeps me on edge.
What are you saying? You make it sound like it was all my fault.
No.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Hey, KOS-MOS! Thank goodness you were there. Man, you really saved us.
Redirection.
Thank you very much. I am happy to be of service.
Another replaced voice actress.
Hey, we're gonna head over to the government office now. What are you all gonna do, Shion?
Well, we need to hand over KOS-MOS.
Wait, what?
I think I'll wander over to Vector's 2nd Division.
No, thank you.
Is
I
that
want
all right
her.
with you, KOS-MOS?
No,
Acknowledged. That will not be a problem.
it is for me.
I see.
I'm losing
Well,
a party
I guess you gotta
member.
do your job. You're gonna be here for a little while, right? Hey, maybe we can have some fun later.
That'd be great. I'll show you around this place, Momo.
Weren't you talking to Junior?
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it.
Another changed voice actress.
All right, then. Shall we, KOS-MOS?
The 3 main
Please
female
excuse us.
cast have been
Goodbye.
changed, yes. And in all 3 cases, it's a downgrade.
What the? Hey, Chief! Wait up!
I haven't looked into who has been portraying them in this
I
game.
suppose we should get going too.
Sorry. Could you wait just a little while? I'm going to report what's happened to the subcommittee. It appears that Dr. Misrahi has also arrived at Miltia as well, if you have a message for her.
Really? Mommy's here?
Yes.
Please let her know that I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Yeah, there's some
Got
weird
it.
pauses
I'll
here.
pass it along.
But anyway, the point is they've switched up the 3 main female characters in terms of cast, and it just... I'm not sure if these voice actresses are
All
themselves normally good,
Continue your assignment until the delivery is complete.
but in this game they don't play the
Acknowledged.
characters as well as the previous voice actresses for the reasons I went over in the
Dr.
previous game.
Misrahi.
Yes, Xenosaga. Is there something else?
And he's actually referred to by that name in this game a couple of
I'm
times.
currently Ziggurat 8.
Ziggy.
So it appears.
Momo
But as we know
is
from
looking forward to seeing you.
our little review of Pied Piper, well, not really a review, more of
I
an
see.
overview, but yeah, we realize that that, of course, is his actual name. I think it was only mentioned once in episode 1.
too welcome your arrival.
Yeah, some of the awkward dialogue in this game is just... Unfortunately, the first
You
game,
know,
from an
it
audio
almost sounds
perspective,
like she's scared to meet her.
the first game is just so
Eavesdropping
much
is
better.
not a very admirable pastime.
Remember that for later.
Say, old man, how about upgrading to a modern carbon-based body? I bet. If we applied combat Realian technology, we'd see some serious results.
There's no need to play around with extending my lifespan.
Sure about that? I bet Momo would be happy if you lived longer.
Me too.
I'll pass, thanks.
Ziggy may not
I
be
have
my
no
best
desire
character,
to
but
prolong things.
All right.
well, just kind of make note of this
You know
conversation
who to
for
call if
later
you
on
ever
in the
change your
game.
mind.
Anyway, this music may sound familiar because this is the music I inserted into episode 1 at certain points in the game where there just wasn't enough music. Now, what I've done, and now that we've actually gotten to episode 2 and we realize that certain things aren't going to get destroyed, and even though it was kind of alluded to that it might in episode 1, I didn't want to spoil the fact that the theme I played on the Elsa was actually the Elsa's theme from this game. The theme I played during the Durandal sequences was the Durandal theme from this game, and the theme of the Kukai Foundation was the one in the Kukai Foundation that I played, This one, I think I put it in the game. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I put this in at some point. This is Second Miltia. Now, one important person around here to talk to. Don't like running around with Ziggy because he clunks around too much. This guy. No! Oh, fine. I'm a traveling flower salesman. I have a lot of leftover seeds. I'm wondering what to do with them. Oh, you're just telling me that I've got a side quest there later. Of course, I'll be ignoring him altogether, I think. Anyway, what do you have to say? Some civilian sites are suspended. Most of the people around here don't say anything of value, so I'm not going to talk to many of them. I just forgot to test out if these guys say anything interesting earlier, so I'm doing so now. Well, good for you. Now, if you head over, well, I'll talk to him in a moment, but if you go to these guys here, can I do it on this one? No, I can't. I have to do it on the one that's technically no one's close to. This is a little UMN special content, which contains the drama series, which is basically a blow-by-blow event or recap of what happened in episode 1, and the martial arts web magazine covers battle tutorials and such like that, all in text form, just like little hints and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that because I'll be going over that as we get to certain events ourselves. This is K2. Remember this guy for later. Captain Matthews, he's always in debt. That's why I'm here about it. Do you want to sell any items or accessories to sell? Which would you like to sell? Well, I'm going to go items just to show something off. I went back since last time and I refought the fight against Margulis and I got skill upgrade E. This time I didn't get the Revive DX, but I have no real need for that anyway. Do note, sorry about that cut there, do note that we actually do not have shops in this game. To kind of dump a whole bunch of things on you at once. We have no shops, we cannot buy anything, we have no equipment, or well, we pretty much have no equipment. We have no armor, we have no accessories, we have no weapons of any kind. And this is an RPG. Yeah, don't sell anything yet, you don't really want to. There's specific reasons for that, but take a look at that debt and how much we can sell certain things for. 10 million G. If you play the game normally, you will have to play it multiple times and then still grind if you're going to get enough money to pay this off. Well, I didn't find it out, obviously, because I'm nowhere near smart enough to play this game that much, especially when it first came out. But someone's figured out a very effective way of doing it, and I will be showing said thing off. Now, the reason we want to pay off said debt is related to the side quest chain in this game. Save point if you're interested in using it. I don't care. But, yeah. And that's all the control we get of Ziggy for now. Now we have more cutscenes. This is going to be a cutscene-heavy episode, which means less talking from me and more watching video. And very slow sequences.
What did Mommy say, Ziggy?
All right. She seemed very busy.
Oh, I knew it.
She's one of the contact subcommittee's head members. I'm sure it's a demanding role.
No doubt.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I've got to do my best to help her out.
You could try a little better on the voice acting. Just saying. I know with some people that's not really a big deal. They don't like English dubs in anime. They're not a big fan of English translations in most games, especially when there's voice acting. But for me, it's always been a very important aspect of both games and anime. So it's okay then.
What the?
I was going to say it's very important, but hi, Big Mech. Another Big Mech. Hi.
Junior, who are they?
Momo,
Albedo?
you know better.
It's not him. It's too gentle for him.
There you go. A convertible. Well, we don't know who these guys are yet. Was that like Lightning Fist or something? That's the closest we'll see to that, I think, in this game.
Somebody drive!
Ziggy, let me go.
Momo's going to drive?
Hey, Momo!
Can you even reach the pedals?
Junior.
Right, point 2089. War it!
Okay.
Oakley dokley. Okay, I want her driving skills. No one can ever say again that little girls can't drive. They shouldn't drive. But, yeah, that's hilarious. I think this is the only time we hear this music in the entire game. Are you just going to start attacking random things and killing everybody?
This might get rough.
And she acts like she doesn't care. Saved by chaos. Good save there, buddy.
Alright! We made it!
Yeah, looks like we survived for now. Or not.
Junior. Fire extinguisher? Yes!
He could hit coins, he can hit that. I know someone's going to call BS on the fact that he could hit that, especially in one shot, but he sprays coins in the first game and always hits them, and those coins do damage. Anyway, strange scenes aside, we now have control of these 4 characters, which is pretty cool. So we're still heading for point 2089, the roof. So let's go ahead and do that. Good thinking, guys. We don't want anyone taking too much damage. Now, before doing anything, we would like to go and check out the skills and all that our characters have. Like I talked about before with Chaos, everyone's going to start off with 3,000, save for Chaos, who obviously I've done things with. I'm going to do the same things with his skills as I did with everyone else, Class A and C on level 1, and Class B on level 2. And I'm going to do that stuff off screen, and then I'm going to show how to equip the skills. We don't get accessories, but we do get to equip skills. In the meantime, I'm also going to go to Party, select Party, get Chaos out of there, put Ziggy in for now. I will make changes later, but Chaos has gained more points than anyone else at this point, so there's no point in keeping him around. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and I will see you in a moment. Okay, we're back. So I've taught everyone the same skills, so they all have the same skill set. Now, just so you kind of know, if you look down below all the skills we can learn there, you see pictures of the characters. Now, if, say, you go like that, none of them they're all grayed out, that means no one's learned that. But it gives you a really effective way of seeing if anyone's learned specific skills. So some of the skills we've learned so far is Blind Resistance, Blind does what you think it does, Poison does what you think it does, Refresh L removes L-type status effects based on the caster's Ether attack, which in this game basically results in the higher your Ether attack, the better the chances of it coming off. It's more so character-based than it is based on the stat, but like the least likely person to be able to successfully use it is Ziggy. I think he's at 60% or maybe 70%. Everyone else is above 70%, with Momo being 100%. Xion, I think, is the second highest, followed by KOS, then KOS-MOS, I believe. Anyway, sorry about that. So here we have Analyze, which analyzes checks to weakness, items you can steal, and such like that. Memory, we kind of talked about it. It recalls the enemy zones, the break zones that we really need to make sure that we remember. The icon to the right of the name, but to the left of the star, determines what type of skill it is. The little droplet stands for Ether, the person stands for Mastered, which means it's always on, and the little ring stands for an equipped skill. Now, equipped skills are ones that you actually have to equip, and as you can see, these up your stats by a piddly 2, which is kind of unfortunate. But we might as well show this off. So you go into your status menu, then you see we can check out our Ether skills, our Mastered skills, our class skills, or whatever. By class, you can look at them, even though you can just go to skills and do that. And here we have the Mastered skills, so those are always on. Memory you'll want on everyone before long, so I'm just doing it now. Ether skills, we want to make sure we have the Sword Ethers and Medica, that's the most important things. And as far as these go, all you have to do is go in here with Circle, press Circle again to re-equip them, and press Square if you want to remove individual ones. So I'm just going to put both of them on for everybody. Now, Ziggy has a swimsuit. This is rather valuable because him and KOS-MOS are the only ones who start off with their swimsuits. So let's take a look here. We have 1 to agility, skill points plus 10%, and then an additional 10 to 15% damage. Well, that seems like it's great. Well, from what I hear, that means you take an additional 10 to 15% damage, not you do more damage. So it's not this all-powerful thing. It's only slightly, you know. And the thing is, I'm still going to have it on throughout most of the game. So we're going to put the swimsuit on for Ziggy since he has it. He'll gain some additional points compared to everyone else, but I have ways of balancing this out later in the game. So there we go, everyone's all set up, and we have our skills in place. Now, since we actually just did a whole bunch of that, let's just run over the save point and heal, and let's go this way. Since there's not a whole lot of action in this episode, let's at least show off the first enemy in this area. This is a grizzly something or other from what I recall.
You can't get away from my sensors.
And her voice in battle just sounds like it's through some kind of a weird filter, and it just sounds off. Anyway, this is the 078 Grizzly, and I have sheets, multiple, printed out with all the stats and what they're weak to, strong against, etc. because there's so many things to remember in this that I'm not going to jot them all down on a little notepad like I normally do. This time I'm going to write it all out. Now, if you go into your menu there, you look that you can use the move command. I'm going to use the move command. Now, this guy is 150% weak to beam, 200% to thunder, 120% to hit, 75 from fire and ice. I'm not going to go through all of them each time, and the rest are 100%. Now, there's also a difference in damage from ether to physical. So ether attacks do more damage. 2 characters use ether attacks as their base, Momo and Shion. Everyone else uses physical. So your break zone is CB, and yeah, you cannot knock this guy into the air, but you can down him. We don't have anyone that can knock people into the air right now anyway, because we do not have Jin with us. But so let's go triangle square for CB to break him. And let's boost you and go CB. And since she does ether damage and he's weak to ether damage, we do quite a bit of damage, especially considering we hit from behind, and I believe that either does 1.5 or doubles the damage. So yeah, we didn't get it on skill bonus, but that wasn't really the whole point. We get scrap iron there, whose only purpose is to sell, and in this game that actually makes a decent amount of sense. Now, there are a whole bevy of different things that we can learn about how this game works, and over time, I'm just going to start spamming the button, we will kind of learn them. But first things first, we want to go down here, and you want to hit this. This is where we just saw the guy go through, and if you do this, we get skill upgrade A times 5, which isn't really all that much, and they could have just given us 1 times B, but whatever. Okay, so last point before we call her a day. The characters in your active party will be, they'll go through the battle and whatever. If you have a character that is in the reserve, which if you take a look at your characters here, let's just go something like that. So these 3 are our combatants. If you look up right above the unit letters above Junior there, it says combatant. Everyone over here is in the reserve. Characters in the reserve will receive 25% HP and MP restored after every combat. This does not matter if you run from said combat. So if you run into an enemy, run away, run into an enemy, run away, you can heal up your outside characters, your reserve characters, and then use their MP over time to heal your other characters, which is basically what I will be doing to avoid having to use very many healing items and such. So I got that skill points, or that skill upgrade E, 500 points, very, very useful, and it will be my best friend in this LP, and pretty much to anyone who plays this game and feels like doing it. But not just that one, there'll be more to get later on, and I'll go into that when we get to it. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for today, so that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.